Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Beauty Therapy Sundays. We are continuing our series of extraordinary women. And we have an extraordinary woman as a guest today. She is my friend, Brenda Cumby McGee, better known in the business as Maxx. Maxx has been a professional model and actress with a career that spans 43 years. She started when she was 19 in Michigan. She has modeled internationally and has had a wonderful career and is still going strong in the business. So it's going to be a really interesting interview. In addition, she's a businesswoman. She started a company called Got Street Blues, working clothes for working women. In addition to that, she owns an online store called Horticultural Delights. Now, an interesting thing about Maxx is she is a retired union carpenter, you guys. So she has had an amazing, amazing career. So this is going to be a really fun interview. So don't go away. We'll be right back. Maxx, I'm so glad you could do this. I'm so glad you could be here with us today. I call her my Max.
And I call her my Marcus.
So let's get into it, Maxx. All right.
Yes.
So you've had a career as a model for 43 years. We were talking about, because you thought it was 30.
I thought it was 30. I said, oh, just over 30 years.
Right.
And then you like broke it down yesterday. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God.
43 years, you guys. 43 years in the camera. So, what can you tell us? What is the thing that you like, or you like the best, or like the best about being a model actor? You've been doing more modeling than you've been acting. You were acting a lot when you started,
Actually,
right?
I've been doing more. No, I started as a model. I did a lot of modeling.
Okay.
But when I moved to Chicago,
Okay.
I decided that I should do some commercials as well.
Oh, okay.
Industrial film.
Yeah, because
really a lot of industrial
that was
film
big back in the day.
Huge.
I did tons of that.
Huge.
Tons of that stuff.
So ended up, I did a lot of, as you know, Montgomery Ward.
What,
we were like,
she and I worked. What did we work 4 or 5 days a week?
Oh yes, it was wonderful.
We worked all the time.
We made great money doing Montgomery Ward. We love Montgomery Ward.
And Sears too.
And I used to love when Marcus would be on set because I'm like, I need you to fix my makeup. right? Remember how many times I told you to come fix my makeup?
Another job and she wouldn't like it. She goes, Marcus, can you just fix my makeup for me?
So yes, we did that a lot. The acting stuff recently, I've been doing a lot of commercial
recently
auditions.
You've been a lot of commercials.
Tons of commercials. Only got one so far, but I promise I'm going to get another one by the end of the year.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the acting seems to be kicking in a little bit more.
But you were a stage actress too.
I was.
I remember you.
I actually played Violet Venable in Suddenly Last Summer.
Okay, all right. Okay.
And then I was in the Colored Museum as Lala.
Okay.
I had this long blonde wig because we couldn't figure anything else out.
Right.
Yeah, I did a few community stage plays and stuff, which was absolutely unnerving, but it was really great. It was a really great experience. Yeah. And it really just honed me for other stuff. So yeah.
So what do you like about your job now? What do you like about modeling? What do you like?
I like now that I'm an older model.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to worry about my weight. They like me plump.
Right.
They like me plump. I mean, I went from skinny model, trying to be a skinny model because I was never skinny enough, to plus size, which was fantastic because they used to feed us on set. So we loved that. Right. And then now being an older model, which I senior, mature, however you want to call it.
Yeah. It's a big market now.
They love
me
thick.
Yeah,
I'm happy. So I'm still eating
honey,
and
I'm
everything.
Thick and I ain't modeling. You know what I'm saying, girl? I'm thick.
And so it's wonderful. I mean, I have done every medication that you can think of.
Okay. Yeah, because I know it seems like with mature models, they do a lot of the meds. You guys do a lot of medical stuff, medical things.
Yes.
And you have also done stuff for like Walgreens.
Yes, I was the vaccine girl for Walgreens. You may see that up in the stores or on the computer. and then Medline. I was actually their fit model.
Oh, yes.
For the whole 2022 part of 2021.
Yeah, Medline is a medical conglomerate. They
do everything.
Everything.
Medical, they make everything.
Everything.
And so I was their fit model for their scrubs and stuff.
Okay.
And so that was great.
Yeah.
And it was just like, they just want you to be a real size.
A real person.
Yeah. And it's so wonderful. Yeah. I really enjoy it.
Good.
I enjoy it. That part I really enjoy.
So do you have any advice to anyone, any young, because young people have such an Instagram idea of what modeling is. They have no idea what it really is.
And that's not what modeling is.
It's not.
You will be very, very disappointed if you go into an agency with false eyelashes, extra hair, 2 tons of makeup on. It's just not going to work. It's not Instagram modeling.
Right.
That is.
It's two animals. It's apples and oranges.
You ain't kidding.
Yeah,
you're not kidding.
Because I tell young people that all the time. I said it's not what you think. I said you have to remember, number one, you are your products. You have to keep your product up, meaning your brows, your lips waxed.
Yes.
Keep your skin looking great, everything.
And it's expensive. It's expensive to take care of yourself but you got to take care of yourself in the proper way, not this Instagram way.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So we don't put on fake eyelashes. We keep our eyebrows,
natural
as we can.
Exactly.
We do our hair as natural as we can. Now, if you're going to wear a wig, that's fine. I have clip-ons, and Marcus has put them in my hair.
Right.
And we've done photo shoots in them.
Right.
But we don't go in there. They want to see what you look like.
Yeah.
And the agencies are not going to pick you up.
Right.
If they see these filters on your face.
Exactly.
Because they can tell. Don't think they can't tell. They can tell.
They can really tell. Yeah.
And even the casting directors will tell you, oh, no.
Yeah, exactly.
You had a girl come in with fake eyelashes.
I did.
One time. She
had
lost her job.
Yeah, I had a young girl come in on a shoot. It was her first job, and she thought it was an Instagram thing, and she had on these eyelash extensions, and the client was like so disappointed. And said, Marcus, can you cut that down? And it was a whole big to do. And so she goes, I didn't know. I said, honey, this is not Instagram. This is the professional business. This is totally different than Instagram. And so she was like, well, what should I do? I said, what I need you to do, I said, I need you to be super cooperative with the client today. Thank them, for having you come in and tell them, apologize. I'm sorry, I didn't really know. Right. So she did. So, so she did a really good job that day and everything. And the client was pleased, but they had to do some retouching to get rid of those lashes. So
and that's just like nails. This is what my nails look like.
They don't want all those long decorated.
I don't even use color anymore. I used to do nude,
but
they
want you to do kind of a nude,
and nude chips. If it chips, you can't really see it in a photograph. But I just found that buffing them is the best. Is the best thing in the world. It's the best thing in the world.
So I think,
and it's easy.
So I think your advice probably just go in.
Just be yourself. Right. You're the product.
You're the product, and let them create what they need to create on you.
Exactly.
And that's what they don't understand.
They don't understand.
I tell young models, I said, if you understand anything, it's really not about you.
Exactly.
It's not. It's not about you.
You're just a prop.
You're a prop. You are part of the equation. Right. You're part of the art director's idea. Right. You were that person that fit closest to what he was thinking. Mm-hmm. And then you come in and you let all the makeup artists, the stylists, and everything get you as close to what he was thinking as possible.
Yes.
That's what you are.
Now, I will say, as a woman of color, that I have learned over the years, and this is because Marcus isn't always on set.
Right.
So I do go in with my eyebrows already drawn the way I like them, that I'm comfortable with. Mm-hmm. Now, they'll enhance them, and I always take my makeup bases with me.
Yeah, just in case.
Just in case. Yeah. Because sometimes some of these people, and especially if you're running across a new
artist.
Oh my God, they can jack you up. Mm-hmm. And back in the day, we had a lot of issues because they weren't hiring makeup artists of color.
Yeah.
And so we were at the mercy of
people who didn't really understand.
Had no
skin tone.
Had no clue. Yeah. And it was terrible.
Yeah. So Maxx, this is a really, really interesting thing about you. Maxx is a retired union carpenter. So I used to always tell her, I said, Maxx, you could come in. I said, you could build a house, then fry the bacon and bring home the bacon and fry it. So, pretty much. How did you become a carpenter?
It was kind of a weird thing.
Yeah, how gorgeous she is. You don't think carpenter when you see her, right?
Well, now here's the thing.
I'm sorry, that's misogyny.
That's okay. That's okay.
I didn't mean it that way, you guys.
I get that a lot. Don't worry about it. Right. But here's the thing: is that I actually was such a tomboy growing up.
Okay.
My father was terrified.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
and I'm going to say this, and it's so politically incorrect, but he said, she's going to be a lesbian. And he would say lesbian, and I'm like, what is that, Mom? What is he? And she wouldn't answer because I was so little. What does he mean? But anyway, I used to beat my brother up and take his Tonka truck. Okay. He had a red Tonka truck that I loved. And I got a doll, so I killed her. Okay. I dismembered her. They thought I was going to be a serial killer. So I killed her so I could just take the truck. Okay. I can't play with the doll. She's dead. Okay. So I took his truck, and I had a construction site out in my mother's garden. Okay. And so it wasn't too far-fetched. Okay. And also in school, the aptitude test they used to give us. Okay. I remember those, I always scored 100% on mechanical. Wow. So it was kind of there. Okay. It was always in you. It was always there. And found out that my father was a wonderful architectural drawer. Okay. Didn't know it. Okay. Had no clue. Okay. Okay. My grandmother and aunt showed me when I started showing more interest in doing things with my hands. Okay. They showed me his drawings, and I was like, my God. Okay. You know. Okay. So what happened? I was doing a trade show, and I was working for Anheuser-Busch, and there was a gentleman by the name of Mr. Larry Cooper, who, him and I just kind of became fast friends. We started talking on the booth and stuff. And I said, oh, you know, this is put together like da-da-da-da-da. And I'm telling him how it's put together. He's looking at me like, does this woman know this? It's second nature for me to look at something and say, and I can see how it's put together. Right. So I ended up having to have some surgery. Okay. I had some female issues, and I was going to be down for a long time. And let's face it, modeling does not give you health insurance. So he called my mother. She was up helping me after my surgery. Okay. I was 34 years old. And all I heard my mother say is, okay, yep, she can do that. Yep, no problem. Okay. And I'm looking at her like, who is she talking to? I didn't even know who she was talking to. But she just answered the phone because the phone was right there by her. And she's like, okay, yep, we'll take care of that. I said, Mom, who you talking to? Oh, that was Mr. Cooper, Larry. I said, oh, okay. I said, why didn't you let me speak to him? She said, because you can't get up off the couch. Okay. I said, well, what were you talking about? She said, you're going to be a carpenter. I said, huh? She said, he's going to put you in the union to be a carpenter, and you're going to be a carpenter. So when your mama tells you.
Mama said, okay, this is what we're doing now.
And, you know, I'm 34 years old. And I'm like, okay, Mom.
Wow. And you were a carpenter for how long?
26 years.
26 years.
26 years. And I did the trade show industry, so people aren't confused. But I did work in the shop at McCormick Place, and they taught me how to build cabinets and things like that. So I learned a lot there. And then, you know, it was one of those in the right place at the right time kind of situations. Yeah, exactly. And I know I'm a pretty black girl. They're like, she's pretty. She's pretty. So I ended up being the union steward, which was a big deal. It was a big deal. Wow. Yeah. So I was managing the floors, and I could have 1,000 carpenters on the floor at any given time. Wow. Not only did I have to know the carpenters, you know, jobs, I had to know the teamsters, the riggers, all the rules, the electricians, the decorators, because we couldn't infringe on each other's work. And baby, there was fights down there, and I was all for it. I love arguing. That's my husband.
Okay, so this is a wonderful thing. From your experience as a carpenter, you created a business. Yes. Maxx is a businesswoman, as I said previously in the introduction. She created a company called Gott Street Blues. Yes. Can you tell us about Gott Street Blues, working clothes for working women? Right. What inspired you to do this?
And it's because I couldn't find anything to wear. It's that simple. I started that job in 94. And the first thing I did, of course, was go look for jeans and work gloves and all that. I used to wear coveralls, but they were just regular coveralls. They were nothing, you know, not for really construction. Right. And when I realized, okay, I need clothes to wear, there were no clothes for women. And I hate to say it today, 26 years in 2020. So now it's 29 years. Right. There's still no clothes for women. There's a few companies out there, but not a lot.
That really fit, you know, well for a woman who's actually working.
And it's very dangerous not to be in clothes that fit you properly. Yeah, sure. It's even more dangerous, you know, not to have the clothes function properly. the Department of Labor just put out a rule that they have to have PPE, which is personal protection equipment, fit people properly. Yeah. So can you imagine women running around in men's PPE?
Yeah, exactly.
You'll get stuff caught. I tripped off a ladder in some pants that were men's pants.
Yeah, because
they were too long. They didn't fit properly. I almost broke my neck off the 16-foot ladder. But it was just out of necessity.
Yeah.
And we'll be launching. I'm so excited.
I know.
We'll be launching in the fall.
Yeah.
So
I'll make sure I'll put your website up so everybody can go to your website.
Thank you.
You're a working woman. You definitely want to check out. You're talking about super high quality product, you guys. Really, really high quality.
And it has all the things on there I wish I had when I was working. Particularly like deep front pockets. I mean, my God, just something so simple as that, right?
Yeah, simple things that makes your job easy.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So also tell us, she also has another company, you guys. It's Horticultural Delights. Can you tell us about Horticultural Delights? I
am an avid gardener.
Yeah, she has a beautiful garden.
I love to garden.
She likes to dig.
Yes. There's something about digging in the earth makes me feel good. And I got that love of gardening from my mother. And I decided, you know what? I was sitting here, trying to work on God Street. That took time. Right. And then it was like, you got to make some more money. You got to have 7 streams of income,
you do.
Right?
Yeah, you do.
So I said, why not make a t-shirt company and do it in the niche of gardening. I love gardening.
Yes.
I love gardening. Yeah. So it's a t-shirt company. It has t-shirts, mugs, and what else do I sell on that darn thing? T-shirts, mugs, and hats.
All sorts of.
But it's all garden humor. It's all garden humor.
It's garden humor. It's really, really cute, you guys. So I'm going to put that up, her website, on the site too, on the video too, so you guys can go to that website.
Yes.
She has some great, fun products. So if you're into gardening, great gifts, you guys. This stuff makes really, really great gifts.
Yes, and always know that I always include the shipping and prices. Yes. So if it seems high to you, the shipping's in there.
Right, exactly. So this is Beauty Therapy Sunday. So we always like to end by talking about beauty secrets. You being a model all of these years, being in the beauty business all of these years, do you have a beauty secret that you want to share with everybody?
Don't wear makeup every day. It's that simple. Yeah. I used to have the worst skin because I kept putting makeup on every day to cover up the bad skin. Yeah. And then I found out, don't do it. Yeah. Just don't wear it every day.
Right.
So I don't.
Yeah.
And I, of course, because of my Marcus, I have a wonderful facialist.
Yeah. Alicia. We talked about her before.
Yes.
Alicia,
And I go to Alicia, when I can afford it. Right. Because I am a person starting businesses. So it's a little tight right now. Yeah. But I just don't wear makeup every day. And
I think that's one really big misconception people have about models.
Yes.
Models do not wear makeup when they're not working. And they just don't. They wear a little bit of lip gloss and put on some shades. They do not wear makeup when they're not working. But Alicia did
teach me to put on a sunscreen.
A sunscreen. Yeah, you have to wear sunscreen.
You have to wear a sunscreen.
You have to wear sunscreen every day.
So she gave me a tinted sunscreen that's really cool.
Do you have any product that you can't live without? Is there something in your beauty regimen, in your toolbox?
Honey, my CoverGirl eyebrow pencil.
Oh, really?
Can't live without.
CoverGirl eyebrow pencil.
CoverGirl.
That's old.
It is old school, right?
Old school, but hey, if it works, right?
It works. Yeah. I can't go without my eyebrows drawn on. And it's funny because now I said, oh my God, I'm like my mom.
My mother too.
She couldn't see, but she had that
my mother
triple powered mirror and them glasses and she'd be working them eyebrows.
Yeah, that's how my mother, she would get up every morning, put on her brows, put a little concealer on, put on her lipstick.
Yep.
And
that's me.
That was her all the time.
That's it. I cannot live without those pencils.
Maxx, thank you for being here doing this. I love you. I love you so much.
This guy is the best makeup artist in the business. I love him. And I'm not just saying it because he's my Marcus.
That's my buddy.
Marcus is good at what he does.
Thank you, buddy. You guys, we're going to take a really quick break. I can't talk today. We're going to take a really quick break and we'll be back with Life Lesson. All All right, you guys, I want to talk about moving on. I mentioned before that sometimes you have to get up from the table and excuse yourself when love is no longer being served. Sometimes you have to move on when a situation is no longer serving you well. It is okay to move on. Sometimes you have to move on from a business situation, from a person in your life, from a friend. I've had to do that, and I'm sure you had to do that yourself. You had to distance yourself. So I want to leave you with this thought. We don't always move on because we're ready to. We move on because we have outgrown the person that we used to be. So I want you to take that with you today, you guys. I hope you have an incredible Sunday. Thank you so much for spending part of your Sunday with me. I so appreciate you guys. I really, really do. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Please ask your family and your friends to subscribe if you are enjoying the content. All right. Also, please like, share, and comment. Remember, I always respond to all of your comments. So I want to thank my Maxx for coming in and spending part of her day with us too. And don't forget to go to horticulturaldelights.com, her website, and the other website is gottstreetblues.com. All right, please go to those websites and support her. So we end every week with, please be good to yourself and be kind to everybody that you meet. But the most important thing I want you to remember today, keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, and keep your heart open, because I know love is going to find you today. All right. Thanks again, guys, for popping in, and I'll see you next time.